has always been present in the secret places of your mind where thought cannot go. Portals of light open to the innermost regions of the collective human psyche, bringing forth the new design matrix of the Golden Age. You are a part of this collective, a member of the family of light. As a cell in the universal body of the one life, you are given the sacred charge of helping to usher in the most profound revolution the world has ever seen. The revolution of consciousness. Zero-point energy in the grand unified field from which this technology is derived will provide a foundational basis for the next chapter of human civilization. As we discover that the infinite source has created all that we need to flourish in joy and peace. Your part within this.
I'm a leading-edge creator, and I want the contrast to give birth to my new desire. And I understand the larger part of me will embrace it, not just embrace it and call me to it, but embrace it and call me to it and be it, and never stop offering the vibration of it. And law of attraction will summon all things to it, and I will pay attention and I will listen for the call of source. And I will do my best to always move in the direction of the call of source. And then you say, well, what does the call of source sound like? Harps and angels, surely. And we say it depends on where you are. Depends on whether you're just coming into the room that's 65 degrees or whether you've been there for a while. The call of source always feels slightly better than where you are. And so as you're always listening for that slightly improved feeling, what you begin to notice is there is no ending to the improvement that life can be for you. So friends, it is our desire that you heard this story in the way that we intended for you to hear it. Because we want you to understand you're not doing it for us because overall expansion is inevitable. You're not doing this to fix the world because the world is not broken. You're not doing this because others need it to be done. You're doing it for the joy of expansion. You're doing it because you can't cease to expand, and when you don't keep
commonly known as the Ark of the Covenant. Are these biblical references to an actual physical thing that existed?
Indeed so. You would refer to that as to the device itself. This would be what would be commonly, or to the common man, understood as somewhat of a power source. Understand that when Moses, who was highly trained in the Egyptian understandings, some references here to the Book of the Dead, as to the knowledge he would possess. He was indeed highly trained in both the sciences and the religious or metaphysical aspects, as you would know them. He worked with both beaten gold and crystalline gold, or gold as it is found in the ground. The gold in the ground has certain characteristics to conduct power or energy. You would understand it closely as radioactive or a vibrational energy. This would be considered a device.
So that the veil is crossed into a parallel associative flow of alternated variety that is consciously out of synchronization with a constructed perspective. Charting courses from one timeline to another by sentients engaged in live stream creations requires permission of the Time Lords or the laws of universal appropriation of consciousness. The crossing of streams by individualized sentience and manifested physicality is beyond present parameters of the local paradigm. When time travel and spatial compression are engaged, the being must have internally consistent mental emotional bodies that follow the track of multiple life patterns. There is required an overall soul group consultation to achieve symphonic correlation of motive and purpose behind crossing the stream of life pattern for the entity-seeking movement. Once achieved, the displacement from one stream to another may enact a conscious awareness for the entity of a paradoxical conundrum, where the labyrinth of the probability fields allows the same process to be engaged through alternate activation. The soul group has a multiplicity of desires where each piece of the universal will be given a route to achieve expansion of being as is directed by higher intelligence.